Okay na
So
po.
we'll see. Thank you for being on time, guys. So let's.
Oy, video. Oy, oy, oy. Ah, there you go. Wait, so like...
So I can see Joyce and Karen sa stream. But...
Okay, much better.
So excited.
Much better.
So, okay, testing the stream. See if we have audio.
Hindi na ako marunong maglaro.
Ano pa kaya ako?
Nakapin niya bago yung bagong character sheet.
Oh, God. Like, what spells? I do not know spells. I do not understand spells.
Oh, so that's good enough for me. So, okay, let's just... So, si Ivan na lang iniintay sa video.
Ha? Hindi niyo ba ako nakikita? Nakikita ko na kayo eh.
Nakikita kita.
Makita ka.
Wait, okay, kailangan ko na mag-refresh. Alright.
Roll 20, here we go again. Alright,
No,
hindi ko nakikita.
So, yan, if you're not able to see anybody, just... Can you next na explain to kay Karen? Pag may nawawalang person na avatar, punta ka lang sa settings, tas under those same... Yung sa I want to broadcast, blah, blah, blah. Click mo lang yung reconnect.
Reconnect lang. Okay,
parang mag-refresh lang siya ng webcams. So, anyway, welcome to our new campaign. Ba't ako kinakabahan?
Nakikita ko na si Half Ivan.
Alright. So, fair. So, let's get started. Pero before anything, I want you guys to know that the first part is medyo cutscene siya. So, just bear with me as I get your characters. So, medyo hands off the wheels muna kayo as I narrate your characters into the first scene.
Okay.
Where is my notes for this? Wala ba ako nakalimutan? Okay.
Ito yung talagang mabobroadcast na sa public.
What?
Diba live streaming nga tayo sa public na yan, technically?
Oo, pinost ko to sa mga Reddit.
Guys, naghangin
So
na ako.
dead.
Hindi na pala.
Sabi ko, watch a published author play D&D. Special guest. Alright. Asaan ang aking...
Woo! D&D!
Okay.
I don't know my spells. So good luck.
Alright. Okay, so yeah. You guys, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you met each other when you grouped together to solve a strange sewer problem in Daggerford, a town about 100 miles off the Sword Coast from Waterdeep. And it was easier than expected. But of course, you got dirty and stuff. So you cleaned up, and then after cleaning up, you get a message from the Duchess Morwen herself to inviting you to a dinner, and presumably to receive your reward for your for a job well done. Yeah. So you okay. Okay, I think this is a good time to do the Miss Universe questions. As you are walking in the streets of Daggerford towards the keep or whatever it may be, the Duchess, let me just pull out the questions. Okay. Mabasa ba siya? Nasaan siya?
Yep.
Okay.
Parang deck of many things.
Yes.
Oh
Pero ba't
no.
hindi ko siya nakikita? Natatakpan siya. Oh, alright. Because of this, ang dami kasing stuff. Anyway, so since Karen is the latest addition to our group, I will let you decide if you want to go first. Or,
Yeah, go first.
Sure, why not? Okay.
Okay, so just click on the deck on the lower right. to draw your question.
Oh.
Wait, before you do that pala. Wait, sorry. Let's do a round table. As you are walking in the streets of... Sorry, it's kinda nerves. So yeah, a cool autumn breeze blows through the streets as you make your way to the keep. So as you're walking through the streets, it's about late afternoon. The sun is setting in the sky. Can you describe your group? Parang how do you walk? Who's in front? Who's at the back? Who's doing what?
Goes first.
The new party leader goes first.
I will just roll.
So that's Landon. Si Landon sa harap.
Landon!
That is Joyce goes first. What is Alona
Okay.
doing? Paint me a picture of what they see, like as you're walking through the streets, what do the common people see?
Come on, people.
So pati yung itsura ko, ganon?
Yeah, just a general description. You don't have to be really precise. Just if they catch a glimpse of you, what would you be doing? What's
Okay.
what are you like?
Okay. The first thing that people will notice is that Alona has blue-green skin,
Mm-hmm.
and then her hair is in small braids, and she walks confidently,
Mm-hmm.
a few steps behind the party leader.
All right.
Posible yun, ikaw yung party leader.
Ako ito yung party leader.
Hindi ako pwede maging party
sige.
leader.
Choose the next person to go to describe their character, guys.
Si Landon.
Okay, Landon, what are you up to?
Lulunukin ko lang si Landon.
Sorry. Sorry.
Give me 2 seconds.
1, 2.
Landon is human. Mga mid-20s. Super confident, super pogi. Yun yung mga tipo ng tao na pag nakita mo dun sa grupo, siya yung medyo bombastic, medyo maingay. Siya yung mapapansin mo kung yung gano'n. Tapos super confident. Ano pa ba ako hindi sa real life? Very decisive person, knows what he knows, knows what he's doing. Tapos normally katawanan ko lang si Gerard.
All right. So who's next? Ivan, sinong next?
Karen.
Karen. Okay. That's
Okay.
Alona, Landon, and now.
Si Lucien. When you look at Lucien, sobrang tangkad niya. He's 6 foot. Tapos he's really he's very thin. He's thin like a reed. Parang feeling mo yung next strong wind will carry him away. Pero when he walks naman he doesn't walk confidently naman, but he walks very purposefully. He has glasses. Tapos yung hair niya is parang hindi siya orange. He has almost bright orange hair. Tapos he wears parang if you imagine a straight-laced librarian, yun yung basically suot niya. Tapos feeling ko nasa gitna siya. Bandang gitna to likod ng group. So yun.
All right. So that leaves us with Jel. And describe your characters, please.
Okay, so si Gerard, unang mapapansin sa kanya is yung purple dyed mid-length rough hair niya. He's half-elf, and he wears also a purple parang ship captain's cloak. And tapos may naka-strap na loot around his back. Mapapansin sa kanya ng mga tao is usually maligalig siya, so he likes to be touchy around people sa party. So it's either nakakabay siya kay Alona being shipmates and all, or kay Landon when they're flirting with other women.
Akala ko when they're flirting.
Or kay Lucien.
Pwede rin. Pwede rin.
Okay.
LGBT friendly.
Trying to butter
We're not
the
judgy here.
wizard.
Okay, how about si
Si
Gerard?
Gideon naman is
Sige, Gideon pa,
parang
Gideon.
si Gideon naman blonde short hair siya. Tapos medyo serious yung ano niya, stature niya except when he's having
Yun, no?
When he's ano?
tapos yun,
Except
so
when
he
he's
likes
what?
to walk behind the party pag nasa town just to make sure that everybody is there and not getting into trouble.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you walk through the streets, with the cool autumn breeze blowing against your face, and then you get to the keep. You sit down with the Duchess. You dine on hot, spicy soup and tenderly cooked pheasant, and you can tell that the Duchess seems kind of out of sorts. But before we get to that, let's do the Miss Universe questions. So
The
go
Miss
ahead, Karen, and click the deck
Okay.
on the lower right to get your question.
One card. Where did it go?
Okay, ano ang napili niya? 2. So can you reveal it? Parang ba to?
Ano ba to? Wait.
Pag ni-right click mo siya, meron bang reveal?
May ano, so PC questions, I click
Okay.
draw, tapos may draw multiple cards, draw one card. Draw blank cards. Naglagay ako ng 1 na number. When
Okay.
I click draw,
Ay, nag-draw ka ng dalawa. Wait lang.
okay. Oh, Christ.
Right, ulit. Re-recall ko na lang yung cards.
Sige,
What does that
There you
work? When
go.
you click...
I don't know where the cards go. Don't
Sige,
see
just to make it easier, ako na lang mag-click.
Okay.
Sige, click to...
Where it go?
Yan, pag nag-draw ako, napunta ba? Nasa na yun?
Ayun, okay. Ba't maliit?
Wait lang.
It's little.
Standby. Anong nangyayari? Ayan. So that's your question. When you first met these people, they had the wrong impression about you. What was it?
But I am the silent type. Oh no. I am very talkative.
Oh, okay.
Given the chance, I will probably talk someone's ear off.
All right.
That's our first impression of you. Tama. That's our first impression of you.
So, yung first impression, ang probably first impression of me, nyo, is I'm the silent type. Kasi medyo stern, tactical siya. Pero no, Lucian is talkative. You will probably cut your ear off.
All right.
All right. Full of talking. All right. Sige. Who's next? Karen, you pick the next one.
Ivan.
Ivan. Okay.
Favorite siya,
Your question.
Ako lang yung maitim sa video.
Oh, according to your character,
Ilaw.
who is the official and or unofficial party leader?
Yes! I get to choose.
Yes, you get to choose.
Okay. Yung official party leader is... Wait, this is too much power. Wait
You
lang.
have to go. You have to think of a reason though why it makes sense na siya yung official party leader dahil you can make up some sort of story kasi nung nag-meet kayo something or whatever.
Okay.
As long as it's not too outrageous, I'll probably allow it.
Alona, what's your last bet? Sorry.
What?
You're the cleric, no?
I'm the cleric.
Okay.
Yes.
And then Lucian is the
Wizard.
Gerard is
The bard.
half bard. Okay, and then Gideon is
We
the
have a
paladin.
paladin.
Oh, yeah, matala din.
Kung gusto niyo maging superhero squad tayo si Pala.
Maraming magagalit sa akin ito.
Depende sa sagot mo. You can choose yourself. Para wala magalit sa'yo.
Yung NPC na lalaro i-decrease.
No such thing. Oh, nawala si Ivan.
Ay, ba't
3-minute
ka
countdown. Oops.
Okay. Sige, para fair. Ako yung official face of the group,
Okay.
pero yung unofficial na we really listen to and we really take serious
when the-
advice over is yung Paladin.
Oh yeah, when the shiz hits the fan, it's the paladin who gets the ano.
That's fair, ha? Hindi ko na din.
Oh, all right.
Always.
Good
When she gets the
answer.
pan, it's the Paladin that gets blamed.
All right. All right. So I'm gonna say probably due to something that happened in the sewers that nobody really wants to talk about. Parang at one moment something happened and you all turned to the paladin and the paladin was the one who made the decisive action in that moment. But yeah, officially it's the rogue who's the face of the party. All right. So who's next, Ivan?
Let's listen to the cleric.
All right. So Alona, here's your question. Hindi mo naman kailangan ng interpreter si Alona, no?
She can speak common.
All right. A few days ago, you got into an argument with another PC. What was it about?
I got into an argument with Landon. Because he asked if I grew up underwater like a fish. I did not.
Buti na lang I didn't date your sister.
No!
I'll remember that.
All right. Oh, who goes next?
Gerard?
Oh, well, yeah, si
Ano
Gerard.
yun?
Okay. Mga pala si Jelena pala.
Characters.
So Gerard, the bard.
Bukas na talaga.
Tama ba? Oh yeah, yun yung mnemonic, Gerard the bard.
Gerard the Bard.
Gerard Bard.
All right. So the other night you got drunk and told another PC a personal secret. What was it?
Gerard told Alona na there were days na namimiss niya yung half-brother niya and yung family niya when they were sailing around the sea, around the world. But he said to her that he will never admit it in front of his brother.
Oh,
It's
Okay.
nice to have family.
good stuff. And finally, wait, at wala ng stuff.
Gideon?
Yun.
Si Gideon, where's the other card? Saan nag-draw siya?
Sagutin na lang niya yung dalawang natitira.
Ayun.
Asa na yung...
5 lang yung questions, di ba? Anim ba?
Anim yan eh.
6 pala. Oh, 6.
I don't know why this is not working. So let's just do this.
Ikot ulit, pipili pa ako lang sino next.
That's a 4. So that's a 2. So that's the... Okay. Now I'll just choose this one. This group gave you a nickname because of something you did that was incredibly awesome and or funny. What was it? This is for Gideon.
The group tends to call me Warden because I carry a lot of rope
What?
and possibly handcuffs because kapag may mga humanoid enemies kami, I try to tend to want to take them prisoner, hand them over to the authorities. Because I strongly believe that everyone can be redeemed if we show them the right path.
Yeah, siguro in your parang probably during your incursion into the sewers, you encountered some humanoids, and instead of going outright killing them, this paladin insists on finding out if they can be redeemed. You can capture them.
everyone.
So now he has the earning him the nickname Warden.
For them.
See, all right. So that's all right. That's done. Uh, so back to our story. So yeah, as you were dining, you can tell that the Duchess Morwen seems out of sorts. See, you look at her. She actually, you were surprised when you saw her. If you were expecting the Duchess na mukhang Sansa Stark or mukhang noble lady na naka robes and finery and whatnot, yeah, you were met uh, by a middle age. She looks late 30s, but you've heard talk na she's actually in her 40s. She has auburn hair with a few white streaks, and she's wearing studded leather armor, finely made for a noble. And when you met her, she she seemed like parang galing siyang workout. As in, parang it seems like as in nagpupuna siya ng pawis and ganyan. Pero he's lost in thought. And yeah, you joined her for dinner, and you can tell that something's troubling her. Then then eventually she voices her concern. After the first order of business, she hands each of you 25 gold pieces. So mark that down. That's your reward for your foray into the mysterious sewers. Whatever it is that you did there, she thanks you for
Whatever
it.
it is.
Yeah. And then a pal comes over the occasion as she voices her concern about a band of wayward travelers camped outside the town's walls. She says they seemed harmless at first, but the Duchess has received reports that they have begun harassing townsfolk and other visitors as they come and go, demanding money and wine and threatening to put hexes on anyone who doesn't pay up. Yesterday, the Duchess Morwen ordered several guards to scare away the mysterious visitors, but they couldn't get the job done. When the guards returned, they spoke sympathetically about the visitors. Like it seemed like as if the guards had been magically charmed in some way. Now, Morwen, the Duchess, doesn't want an armed conflict with these people, but she aims to send a stern message to the visitors and asks you to deliver it on her behalf, knowing that you are a capable bunch and can be relied on, and and she gets the feeling that you're more capable than the average town's guard. And from traveler to traveler, maybe you can talk sense into these travelers. Because if they don't leave before dawn, she says, I'll burn their wagons to the ground. Okay, so and then you are asked to deliver such this message immediately after dinner. And she tells you that the travelers are camped on the hill outside the gates of Daggerford near the road. Okay, so and then the cutscene proceeds. As the evening grows dark, as you're making your way to these travelers, you near their encampment, and what you see a dozen men and women gathered around a crackling bonfire. I said, wait, a crackling bonfire.
Ah,
Okay, the the folks seem to be in good spirits. Actually, no, it's not. They're in good spirits. A few of them sing and dance around the fire, while others find happiness in their flasks and wineskins. Three barrel-topped wagons are parked at odd angles. Tied to a nearby tree, grazing, are half a dozen draft horses wearing bright coats with bangles and tassels. What do you do?
Do they look like human?
Yeah, they look like from this. You're about maybe 60 feet away, so
6 feet tall.
yeah. Even it's dark outside. They're stars, but yeah, the bonfire is bright enough that you can see they're human. Yes.
Mm, parang, okay.
Do you approach?
Not yet. I mean,
Sure.
hmm.
I set the wagon on fire. So.
What?
Fireball!
Can I say that I've bought an expensive bottle of wine
Okay.
before going there.
Oh yeah, sure. An expensive a bottle of wine. I say it would cost. As in yung bottle,
Yeah, bote.
5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces. Let's say
Mark,
I bought two of them.
all right, mark that down. All right, and then you approach the fire, the bonfire.
Yeah. I'll approach the fire. Sasama ba kayo?
I'm a few steps behind Landon.
I'm behind Alona.
Okay.
All right. How about Gerard and Gideon?
Sure, si Gerard at si Gideon kasama nilang doon.
Okay.
Up front.
Okay.
Is Gideon getting ready his shackles,
What?
keeping them handy?
Nagkala niya yung rope.
All right. So yeah, as you approach, this kind of elderly man greets you with like he has a bangle ba? Hindi, hoop earring. Alam mo yung malaking ring na earring on the left and a small ring earring on the right. Mayroon siyang a little white wispy goatee. Even his eyebrows are white. And he's mostly bald. He approaches you and introduces himself as Stanimir.
Sorry, Standanier?
Stanimir.
Stamina.
Tanimir.
And he says, fellow travelers, come join us. We have space, we have room by the fire.
Yeah, we'll introduce ourselves. Friends, we are envoys from the Duchess. The Duchess presents you with these two fine bottle of wines.
He all right. He sees the bottles and yeah, looks. Oh, you honor us with such gifts. Yeah, and he asks. He graciously takes them from you and hands it to someone to start pouring for everybody.
Yun.
They hand you parang drinking cups, and they 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 open the bottles and start to pour the wine.
Okay. We'll sit down to drink with them a little, have a little bit of small talk, a little bit of rapport, build a little bit of rapport.
All right. Sige, since you're doing this, make a charisma check with advantage because you brought wine.
Nah.
First roll of the campaign.
Oh, cool! Wait. I'm gonna
One!
getting used to
I make sure na dun sa
double click
settings
na.
mo, sa settings mo, make sure na naka-enable
nice.
yung 3D dice and automatically roll 3D dice.
17.
Baka naka-uncheck eh. Oh, that's a 17.
Nice.
All right, so in no time, you're kind of exchanging jokes back and forth with this guy and his people. Parang and it's yeah, you've built a rapport with him. So what do you do next?
Okay. So, after a little bit of warming up, I'll tell them uh nagsisi kasi yung yung Duchess na nagpadala ng guards sa inyo kaagad. She's a little bit worried. Alam mo naman yung mga Duchess. Alam mo naman mga mayayaman. Takot sa
Yeah,
mga
yeah.
hindi nila
Mhm.
naiintindihan eh.
Mhm.
So, kami naman yung pinapunta. We wanted to give you gifts and we want you to enjoy this night. Pero pare kasi um, sabi kasi nung Duchess, kumukuha na siya ng greater number of guards tapos susugurin na kasi kayo. So, kung okay lang, mag-suggestion ko sa inyo, medyo enjoy na natin tong gabing to. Pero feeling ko pare baka sugurin kayo bukas eh. Kaya buti medyo lumipat na kayo
Mhm.
before dawn.
Okay.
Great.
Nodding to your words, Stanimir actually pauses for a brief second, and then he laughs. Rich people, yeah. Duchess. Don't worry. Don't worry, my man. We have no wish to make enemies of the lady Duchess or whatever. Mormon, yeah. We will. How about this? We will go tomorrow, but only if you hear this story I have to tell.
Oh, story.
Just stay a while and listen. Is that okay?
Shoot! Oh, we
Can I
love
insight
stories.
check? Can I
Love
insight
story.
check him?
Sure.
Inside check. Kunyari.
The first roll, it's okay, 16.
Naka-automatic ano yan? Naka-automatic advantage yan dun sa
And that's okay. Whenever you roll kasi ng ganyan, you always take the first roll. Pag walang
Okay.
advantage.
Si Gerard, pwede bang mag-perception check?
Sa what are you? Sige, sure, perception check.
Any young women dun sa group? Katabihan niya.
agad.
Okay, Gerard the Bard.
Priorities,
All right,
man. Priorities.
Priorities.
sure.
Habang busy sila doon, kausap yung elder.
Basta
Alright.
babae.
Putik na
Well,
siya ng 20 oh.
Well, it's a dirty 20, 18 plus 2. Yeah. But still, that's a 20. So actually, you start to notice, getting deeper into your cup of wine. You start to notice na the 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 woman serving the wine actually um seems to be the daughter of Stanimir, and
Kakakabukan.
you've heard her father call her Damia.
Yari tayo nito.
Yeah.
Makakaaway tayo dito.
Please do not.
And she's been kind of focused on keeping the guests comfortable, giving you wine or parang whatever, bringing your food. Yeah, and Gerard, tingnan natin.
Yung
Let's
inside
see.
check ko.
Ay, wait lang. We'll get to that.
Bakit itim?
Wala makita.
Oh, natural. Yan ang natural 20.
Oh.
Oh no. Yari ka.
Wait nga lang. Asa na yung reset? Okay. Gawin naman natin gray. Ayan. Natural 20. Okay. So he was just looking around. As you were as the was looking around, he catches the eye of Damia, this exotic-looking girl. She's not from around here, and she catches you staring with that natural 20, and she kind of just gives you a sly smile and winks at you. All right. As for your insight check, Stanimir seems like earnest. Yeah, he just wants he seems to really you don't get the sense that he is that the story is a pretense.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. So and based on his general demeanor, yeah, he seems friendly enough to your group. Parang wala naman siyang parang hidden. It doesn't seem like he has any uh parang malevolent intent
All right.
towards you. But there's kind of something he's not telling you. If that's the story he want, if that's in the story he's about to tell, you're not sure. Maybe if you'll find out. Okay, so so around the fire, Stanimir fills his mouth with wine, and he then spits into the fire. The flames turn as he spits into the fire. The flames turn from orange to green. As they dance and sway, a dark shape appears in the bonfire's core. And he starts to tell a story. We come from an ancient land whose name is long forgotten, a land of kings. Our enemies forced us from our homes. Oops, sino naka-speaker? Pakimute ang mic. Our enemies forced us from our homes, and now we wander the lost roads. The dark shape in the fire takes the form of a man, being knocked from his horse, a spear piercing his side. Stanimir continues. One night, a wounded soldier staggered into our camp and collapsed. We nursed his terrible injury and quenched his thirst with wine. He survived. When we asked him who he was, he wouldn't say. All he wanted was to return home. But we were deep in the land of his enemies. We took him as one of our own and followed him back towards his homeland. His enemies hunted him. They said he was a prince. Yet we didn't give him up, even when their assassins fell upon us like wolves. Deep in the bonfire, you see the dark figure standing with sword drawn, fighting off a host of shadowy shapes. This man of royal blood fought to protect us, as we protected him. We bore him safely to his home, and he thanked us. He said, I owe you my life. Stay as long as you wish. Leave when you choose, and know that you will always be safe here. The figure in the dancing fire vanquishes its final foe, then disperses in a cloud of smoke and embers. Stanimir's face becomes a somber mask. A curse has befallen our noble prince, turning him into a tyrant. We alone have the power to leave his domain. We've traveled far and wide to find heroes, such as yourselves, to end our dread lord's curse and put his troubled soul to rest. Our leader, Madame Eva, knows all. Will you return to Barovia with us and speak with her?
Barovia.
Oh, I forgot to reveal this. Nasa huli kasi yung...
Ooh.
Yun yung itsura nililigaw ko.
Yeah, that's probably his daughter in the background.
Ang ganda nga. I'll ask Lucien. Have you heard about this story in any of your? Have you read this story from your books in your libraries? Are you familiar with this?
Lucian says, I have read many books, even books that have not been published, but I have not heard of this Barovia. What is the? I ask. Then I ask. Please hold.
Stanimir?
I asked Stanimir, pray tell, what is the name of your beloved prince that you wish to save from his own tyranny?
He looks at you and doesn't respond, but then says, Madame Eva has the answers you seek.
And this Madame Eva is back in your homeland in Barovia.
Yes.
How far is this Barovia?
It's
It's like an 8-hour flight.
not for us. We can leave tonight and be there in the morning.
Oh, it's very close.
But it's not. It's
Lucian, consider Lucian intrigued.
it's far. It's a very far away land, but not for our people.
For your people, you say.
Yes.
Sino katabi ko? Bubulungan ko yung katabi ko. Ang labo nito. Delikado to. Malayo na malapit. Ano yun?
He says, well, it's not the choice is yours to come with us or not. I have told my tale, and you have heard my words, and that is enough. In the morning, we will at daybreak we will pack up and leave this place.
Katabi ko ba sino ba katabi ko? Si Alona? So I whisper to Alona, well, that's one way to make sure that we're out of here.
True. I'm just worried how long we're supposed to stay there.
No?
Sabihin ko doon sa matanda, alam mo tong grupo na to medyo mahilig kami sa sa double G's eh. Girls and gold. Yung bang lugar mo nakaka-motivate sa mga katulad namin?
Lucian is horrified but does not say anything.
Sorry, what was the question?
Are there girls in gold in your country?
Of course.
Landon.
Lucian rolls his eyes. Oh my god.
I turn
Yes.
to Gideon and then I ask him, so what do you think?
Well, they seem to need our help, and I'm not one to turn people who need help down. And if I remember correctly, didn't Gerard convince you to get off that ship to go off on an adventure
Only for
inland
a month.
for a change?
Only for a month. Thank you very much. We have to go back to Rosachello in a month's time. So we have to make sure that we're done by then. Otherwise, I'm good.
How about you, Langdon?
I'm in it
Yes,
for
sir.
the girls in the gold.
I asked standing near, does your master, once we cure your master of his tyranny, does your master have, I believe your master might have some kind of library that I could peruse? Perhaps?
Well, I guess nobility such as himself should have such resources at his disposal. Yes.
Indeed. And I believe that if we help him, he might give me us access to that library. Yes.
Yes.
Wait.
That makes sense. That's a reasonable conclusion.
Hey.
See, Gerard suddenly grabs Lucien by the shoulder and says, "Hey, old pal, you should peruse something else every once in a while, not just books."
Lucian rolls his eyes.
Why do I have to babysit you?
Lucian rolls his eyes and just nods and okay, I guess. So, but basically, he's okay. Let's go.
All right.
All right then. But no getting into unnecessary fights.
Yes.
Okay. As you're talking, can everyone make a perception check?
Oh, okay.
Kinikidap na tayo, man.
Perception.
Oh, damn it. Why? Wait, hindi ko na-add yung perception ko. God damn it. Sorry.
It's okay. Ano yung bonus mo?
Plus 3. So 6.
6, 7.
Does not matter.
You fail.
I'm too drunk, probably.
Same lang ang bonus ni Gerard sa ni Gideon sa perception.
Wala
Yep.
silang bonus. Great.
Plus 2 si Gerard, plus 0 si Gideon. So 12 si
So-
Gerard, 14 si Gideon.
Wait, pero 14 yung na-roll parehas. Wait. Ganun. Anyway,
High level yung
12. Tataas nung roll ni Karen. Yung kay
yeah. Okay. Alright. So, everyone so Landon is too busy enjoying the party. And then Lucien is preoccupied with rolling his eyes and thinking about the tomes he might see in Barovia. Everyone else, you see na may parang fog, low-hanging fog on the ground. Mist. And you look around the camp, and the camp is surrounded by thick Parang at the edge of the firelight, you can see thick, foreboding mist. And, teka, did we lose Karen?
Nag-jump yung internet.
Wala yung video niya.
Nawala yung internet niya. Alright. So let's wait a minute for her.
Okay, wait lang.
Okay. 2 minutes. Oh, there's Karen.
Mulan dyan sa inyo?
Hangouts na lang. I think you should be able to... Well, syempre di nyo naririnig. So, hangouts na lang inaantay kay Karen.
Nandito na siya.
Yeah, wala pa siya sa call.
Okay.
I just love this background music. One of the greatest pieces ever written, ever composed.
Ano ba to? Diablo? Diablo 2?
O yung OG na Diablo yan. Diablo 1. Tristram theme.
Yeah, but it sounds familiar.
Reconnecting with Google daw.
Biglang may lalabas ng mga demons. Round sa wall.
It's a perfect backdrop for a town with a dark secret. Okay.
Kamusta yung book signing mo sa BGC?
Ha? May mga bata naman. Natawa naman sila doon sa kwento. So, yay. May mga parts na tawa lang sila ng tawa.
Nagbasa ka?
Hindi, no? May storyteller. Ako? Okay ka lang?
Nandun ka na rin lang eh.
Hindi. Roll 20.
Well, it's not actually Roll20.
It's not roll 20 right now.
It's Hangouts.
Wow.
See Google Hangouts.
For the first time.
Oo nga.
150 hill yung Google.
It's so hot.
Yep.
It's raining, but it's so
Init.
hot.
Yeah. It's raining pero walang tubig.
Yeah, I know.
Irony.
Wala rin kayong tubig?
Yeah, the irony.
Tubig na yun. Grabe.
Global warming. Send ko ulit yung invite. Umulit na yung ano, no? Yung track.
Maybe.
Galing. Umeffort ako dyan para i-edit siya na hindi mukhang nagsistop.
Good job!
Daming time eh. Send ko ulit.
You get 1 treasure point.
Hindi niya raw makita yung convo? Seriously?
Ulit. Wait lang may susubukan ako. Wait nga. Di ba pwedeng wait lang Technology. Hello? Hello? Hello, Karen. Diyan ka na? Nasa conversation siya pero wala siya sa...
Ayun!
Ayun, finally.
Diyos
There you
ko.
go.
It's okay, I've been there, done that.
Nakain
A lot of
talaga ng
times.
tanga.
It took us a couple of years to get it right. So,
Okay.
and we never get it right every
Still
time.
get it wrong.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Still getting it wrong.
Thank you for
Ano,
your
part ka na talaga ng group.
patience.
Yeah. Welcome to the...
Initiation.
Yung ba initiation? Okay.
Yeah, I've been there, done that, seen it before. Okay, so yeah, the perception check was so yeah, everyone except Lucian and Lando noticed na may fog at your feet, low-hanging fog, and the camp is actually surrounded by mists.
Dun, dun, dun.
And with that perception, you also see the reaction of the people, the Vistani, they call themselves, these people. They kind of look at each other in concern and look at you, parang. And you hear you don't really hear, parang you kind of see Stanimir mouth to his daughter, "It appears we're too late." And he turns to
sorry. Can we all
He-
hear that?
not with that perception check. So
Oh.
only
Lol.
the other three. And then he turns to you and says, "Please, whatever happens, please remember, go to Madame Eva. She will guide you." And that's the last thing you remember. As you are wala ang notes ko. Ako naman ang lost. Sana, as you wake up and so yan. I'm lost. All right. You wake up next to each other on a lonely dirt road that cuts through the woods. So let's go. Let's get this. So loading screen. And you are way over here. All right, seems right. All right, you wake up in a lonely dirt road and amidst black pools of water standing like dark mirrors in and around this muddy roadway. Giant trees loom on both sides of the road, their branches clawing at the mist. You don't have to make a perception check that these trees are different from those around Daggerford.
Have we been transported? I'm sure.
You
Anybody know where we are? Happened?
you say as you stand up, dusting yourself off. You check your belongings. Nothing seems to be missing. Everything's there. Everything that you brought to the camp is with you.
Dala namin lahat ng gamit namin actually. Lahat ng damit namin.
Yeah, ano kayo adventurers Para kang backpacker tourists. You always bring everything.
Yo.
So, yeah, it's early morning, question mark. You can't really tell because the sky is overcast. But it's the morning. Muted sunlight comes through an overcast sky. So you stand up and you see at the edge of the forest is the same familiar mist. And also to the direction. Si gray. Ito na lang. Green. Yeah, in this direction, if you look this way, there seems to be a wall of fog hanging over the road. Mist. Same sa edge ng forest dito and dito. But in this direction, the path is clear. What do you do? This,
I'll
by the
stand up
way,
and brush off some of the dust around and say, "Golden girls," he says.
by the way, isang yeah. Go ahead.
Hey, but
By the way, what you can see here, isang hex. One hexagon here is equivalent to a quarter of a mile,
Quarter of a mile. What?
which is
ang layo.
if Google will tell me, is about 1,300 feet. There we go. So it's pretty far. And as you stand there, you can swear that the mist, the fog over here, is moving in your direction.
I guess the fog wants us to move forward.
Maybe it's the wind. You know, not sure. But
Is
there's
there,
no fog.
Is there wind? Is there parang nararamdaman namin na wind that's indicating na the wind is pushing yung fog in our direction?
Yeah.
Lucian rule, we'll cast Mage Hand, cantrip. And we'll try to, lalapit siya ng onte, pero hindi siya lalapit. Mga
Sa
ba yung
fog?
range? Oo, sa fog. Ano yung range?
Okay,
Ano ba
cast
yung range?
You cast Mage Hand, and you're surprised by what appears. Instead of the usual, what's the usual Mage Hand of Lucian look like? The
Oh?
spectral.
Spectral hand, let's say it looks like let's say it looks like a raven's claw.
Yeah, you
Really
don't see the
long raven's
familiar.
claw.
You don't see the familiar raven's claw. Instead, you see a skeletal, disembodied hand.
Ah! With Ross Mage Hand. Okay? There is something spooky about this fog.
How so yung fog ano siya like malaki
Wall, as in wall
everywhere,
of fog.
wall of fog. Mga
Yeah. Yep.
20 feet ganun level of fog.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Shit, let's
Alright,
move
Para right now,
towards
kita namin yung skies.
Yung sky? Yeah, it's overcast.
What do you think, Alona? Worst thing for a sailor to be is get lost inside the fog, not seeing where to go.
Yep. I suggest we move forward.
I agree.
Okay.
we start walking.
We can see naman, no? Like it's
Yeah, you can see.
daytime.
It's daytime, yeah.
Okay.
After 5 hours of walking,
Medyo nagutom na tayo. Medyo nagutom na tayo.
you arrive here. Na siya kalayo.
It's gonna be a
And-
long...
And the road is muddy, making it, difficult to walk at a brisk pace, as you kind of have to sometimes pull your boots out of the mud. And be careful lest you slip and fall. As you move forward, the fog spills out of the forest to swallow up the road behind you. Like a crowd of people following you around.
That is definitely not good.
Ahead, jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road are high stone buttresses looming gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. Dew clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. Two headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads lying among the weeds at their feet.
Oh.
They greet you only with silence. As you approach the gates, you hear a groaning sound as they swing open towards you.
Things that we were expected.
I guess we're supposed to go in.
Sorry?
Ano na itsura namin? Sobrang mukha na kaming
Muddy and
muddy and ano. Can I use the shape? There's dew everywhere, di ba?
Mhm.
Can I use shape water to like collect water and then para makapaglinis kami? Like look presentable.
Ayun ba yung cantrip?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Time to wash up.
Yeah, you watch as Alona starts water bending the muddy water from the pools. Wash up. It's cold.
Predigitation.
No.
It also
Hindi,
that.
iba yun. Yung
Ayun.
yung
This is strictly with
na
water.
yun. Oo.
Alright.
Yung press is
Water
with
bending.
fire. And something else.
And then yung
Prestidigitation
huling
is like
ano,
dry cleaning.
Okay.
tapos
Ayun nga pala
kapag
na
malinis
yan.
na lahat, yung huling water, ibabaksa ko sa ano, sa harap ni Landon.
Splashing you with mud.
What the?
Actually, make a dexterity saving throw, Lando.
Pwede ba acrobatics? Na-tumbling ako balik.
Hindi,
Oo.
dex save siya eh.
Ay, sorry.
16, alright.
Na.
Acrobatic
You
yun
dodge. You dodge out of the way and
That's
it
acrobatic.
Patis yun, di ba?
Not
Hindi
ano.
dex save.
Hindi.
Not Dex.
Roll ulit. Dex save.
Dex,
Sorry.
dex.
That doesn't count. No. So, yeah. You mistime your dodge and the mud ends up catching you on the chest. On your pretty your carefully assembled garments are now muddy.
Look at what you've done!
You haven't apologized for calling me a fish.
What is this? Fish?
She says as you enter the gates.
You do look like one.
I shape more water.
Or
Magla tayo magsa-snowball.
Water
Snowball fight tayo.
ano?
as all of you paying attention to this conversation, you don't see, but you hear the groaning sound again as the gates shut behind you with a clang.
High tech. Guess the only way is to move forward then.
Yeah, so you move again forward.
Let's take
You
another
see-
5 hours to cross another square.
Jesus.
There are towering trees whose tops are lost in the heavy gray mist, block out all but a death gray light from the sky. The tree trunks are unnaturally close to one another, and the woods have the silence of a forgotten grave, yet exude the feeling of an unvoiced scream. Uh, who has the highest perception bonus?
Perception bonus?
Bonus.
I have
Plus 2 lang ako.
5.
Plus 5 ka?
Yun.
Plus 2 lang ako.
Anyone better than a plus 5? Alright.
No, 3 ako.
Alona, you alone note you catch the scent of death in the air. You can sense it coming from one side of the road.
I don't like that smell. I signal to, what's his name? Gideon.
And you tell him about it.
Yep. Hand. Well, actually, hindi niya maintindihan yung hand signal ko. So, I guess I tell him. I whisper.
Okay.
Something's up. Be on your guard.
The foul scent leads you to a human corpse half buried in the underbrush about 15 feet from the road. This young man appears to be a commoner. His muddy clothes are torn and raked with claw marks. Crows have been at the body, which is surrounded by paw prints.
Footprints.
The man has obviously been dead for several days. And you can see he is holding a crumpled envelope in one hand.
I'll pick it up.
You snatch the envelope from his grasp.
Yeah.
And do you open it?
Yeah.
All right.
Roll initiative.
Yeah,
Wala ka kay Alona. Are you sure that's safe? What you're doing?
Ew, I'm not touching that.
Lucian,
So-
try to look at the paw prints around the body.
Yeah, they seem to be made of wolves, more than one.
Oh, uh-oh.
Okay, you read the note and it says, "Hail thee of might and valor. I, the burgomaster of Barovia, send you honor with despair. My adopted daughter, the fair Irina Koliana, has been these past nights bitten by a vampire. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. Now, my dear Irina languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So I say to you, give us up for dead and encircle this land with the symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power that the devil may be contained within the walls of weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrows to our graves and save the world from this evil fate of ours. There is much wealth entrapped in this community. Return for your reward after we are all departed for a better life." Signed, Kolyan Indirovich, Burgomaster.
Vampire.
I'll take a stick and then poke his head so that I can check his neck kung meron siyang vampire
Mm.
bites.
You don't see any. Well, roll investigation check. Sure.
What's a burgermaster?
The mayor of a Dutch, Flemish, German, Austrian, or Swiss town. Or mayor.
Someone
parang
who
ganun.
makes burgers.
That too.
Okay. You see there are wounds in the neck. It's hard to tell because it's been chewed at by
The wolves.
wolves. So, but you inspect it and you don't readily see like what like canine human sized fangs or basta puro animal bites.
Well, we're in vampire. If we seem to be in vampire territory now, like Lucian looks around for a stick that can sharpen.
Really?
Really? You read the letter? Like yun nga, Lucian will look around for like a medium-sized stick that he could sharpen. Kasi may small sa in his scholar's bag, meron siyang maliit na knife.
Okay, make a investigation check.
Investigation. What is my investigation?
While they're doing that, I say a silent prayer for the dead person. Pray
Ep.
to my goddess Zebu. I don't know how to pronounce this. Zebuin? Zebu.
Pronounce it however you want.
Yay,
Zebuin.
19!
Tanong ko si
So,
Gideon kung do you know how to beat vampires?
Do I know how to beat vampires?
Yeah.
Make a religion check.
Ooh.
14. Well, you know they are harmed by sunlight. And with the 14, you also know that they must be killed in their resting place, like stake to the heart and cut off the head.
can Alona do a religion check to see if she remembers
Sure.
anything else? Yeah.
15. Out of 15, yeah, you know that they are there's the thing about them that they cannot cross running water.
Water.
Parang if they stay wait, no. That's the myth. The thing is if they stand in running water, they it burns them.
Okay.
And the thing about the garlic is just myth. It's not true.
Ah! Nawala ako.
Wala ka sa roll 20. No, it's Josh's turn. At least nasa call ka. So just we'll wait for you to join. So you move forward. And eventually, yeah, as the fog is ever rolling behind you, as if prodding you to move forward, you eventually the path opens up.
Okay. Wow.
Oh.
Sure opens up.
The path opens up and you can see there's a river to your left. To the far left, about a mile away. The river is pretty wide. It flows as clear as a blue winter sky through the valley. So you're in a valley. And then up ahead, you actually see a village.
Oh, finally a town.
So we move forward to the town.
At least we can get a proper rest this time.
How many hours has passed, DM?
I'll say another.
1, 2, 3, 4,
No,
5, 25 hours.
no,
24 hours tayo nag
We've been walking for a day.
Oh.
no. The path here is easier. I'd say it's nearing. You have about an hour left of daylight by the time you reach the town.
Yes, I suggest we go to that town. Who's taste?
Wala si Chris.
Eerie.
Wala ako.
Wala yung video.
Ayan, diba?
Ikaw ang nawala, Joyce.
Nawala na ako.
Hindi, kita ko,
Wala kayong dalawa?
Kita ko na kayo lahat.
Reconnect ako ulit.
Reconnect.
Hindi niyo ako nakikita?
Ay, nakita na kita.
Kita na kita.
Kita. Ganda yung movie na yan.
Aww.
There you go.
Alright.
Alright. So, sige. Where was I? Okay. Let me just check something out. Alright. Ay, no, wala. No, what did I do? Wait lang. The-exit ko. Reset lang. Stand by
Please.
as I okay. Okay. Not this one. Okay.
Okay.
Not this one. Nasaan to? Okay. Naka... Okay.
Pull up a chair,
Oh, may nag-Hearthstone.
What?
Alright, found it.
Wait.
Here we go. The gravel road leads to a village, its tall houses dark as tombstones. Nestled among these solemn dwellings are a handful of closed-up shops. Even the tavern is shut tight. Maybe because of that time of day. Probably. A soft whimpering draws your eye towards a pair of children standing in the middle of an otherwise lifeless street. There's a girl and a smaller boy. The boy seems to be crying. What do you do?
There's nobody around. No adults around.
Nope, just you and them.
I'll go to the crying boy.
Si Gideon din.
Yeah,
I'll follow behind Gideon. Pero yung steak ilalagay niya sa likod niya. Yung ilalagay niya yung steak sa likod niya. Para di bakit ng mga bata.
As you approach, you see the girl is shushing the boy. Shh. And the girl turns to you and says, "There's a monster in our house." And then she points to a tall brick house that has seen better days. Its windows are dark. It has a gated porch on the ground floor, and the rusty gate is slightly ajar. The houses on either side are abandoned, their windows and doors boarded up.
Have you? I asked the girl. Have you seen this monster? What is this monster?
Wait lang ha.
Kala ko yun yung combat music natin eh.
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
Parte. Ano ba? Blah.
Okay. Where was I? So yeah, yung
Tinanong ni Lucian yung girl.
okay.
What
mhm.
monster? Did you see this monster?
No, no, but it's where was it? We don't know. We haven't seen it, but we've heard it's terrible howls. Very scary. And looking at the house, yeah, you see a rusted wrought iron gate. It rattles from amidst the mists that strangle the street. There's a moan, the wind kind of moans like a neglected child. But all you hear from within the manor is a swollen silence.
Hey kids, are there anybody else around here? Like I saw the shops are closed and the tavern is closed. Where is
So-
everybody?
Well, they know, everyone knows to stay inside in the night. But we can't. There's a monster in our house.
Pa-insight check naman yun kung kinikidnap na ako ng mga bata.
So, roll an insight check. 10. You see, it's a there's no with a 10. You don't really detect any deception from the girl, especially from the boy who just won't stop crying
Oh.
and saying, "No, we need to go inside." But
Where are your parents?
Your parents are dead and are now vampires.
They say that they don't know where their parents are.
You don't know? You don't know?
Si
Yeah.
Gideon goes to check yung gate. Does it seem like it was forced open or something?
No, it's just slightly open.
I asked, yung boy yung nag-say na I don't know where yung parents nila?
Both of them, they say they
Both
don't.
of them. I gently asked both of them, what do you mean you don't know where your parents are? You don't remember?
Yeah, sabi nila they've been gone for a while. Left us here.
Alone? No, nagtataps. Okay, Can I
I'll use my-
can I check if parang can I check if they're lying? Yung about their parents, I mean.
Oh, sure, make an insight check.
Inside. Insight. God dang it.
Nobody knows anything.
You can't tell
Blind.
if they're lying or not. Maybe they're lying. Wait, maybe that's just your perception. You're projecting onto them. Do you think they must be lying? But you're not sure.
Blind sa bat in this fall.
I'll use an action. divine sense
Ah,
Okay.
to see if there are any lurking undead within 60 feet.
dun dun dun.
Okay.
Hmm.
3 na lang.
Okay. 60 feet. In that case, let's bring you to the map.
Sampung ano, no?
Ah,
Sampung undead creatures. Turn
putek.
it off! Turn it off!
So you're here. Ayan yung gate dun sa
11
porch.
HP. Level 1. Level
Within
1.
60 feet, that's not behind total cover. Nope, we don't sense any celestial fiend or undead. So none of the above. Just emptiness.
Oh.
Sabihin ko, I don't sense any undead. At least not in this open area. So they might be telling the truth.
Meron ba tong duration? Until the end of your parang instant, parang ano lang siya, no? Parang
Boom.
Instant detect lang siya. Quick scan.
picture. Yeah.
Para may wave. Mwom. Radar. Mwom.
Wala eh. If there are, they might be behind total cover.
Hindi divine sense ng ano?
Through
Hindi
walls,
nag-penetrate ng walls? Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
You should have gone inside the house first.
It's not behind total cover.
Oh my God,
Hindi
okay.
na nakikita pag tago eh. Hindi na siya ano eh.
Pag
Parang,
ng alay mo.
What are you guys seeing? I'm seeing total black.
Oo nga, ako rin, in the map. I'm seeing total black as well.
I'm just seeing myself.
lower right, lower left corner ng map yung nandun tayo.
Ay, wait.
Okay,
Kasi nga, wait.
I
Madilim
see
na.
my...
So, what's your, it's growing dark. What are your light sources?
I cast the light
Kasi madilim
cantrip
na.
Where do you where do you cast the light cantrip?
on my shield.
Okay, you wield your shield and cast the light cantrip. So that emits 40 feet and then everyone sees it. All right, there they are.
Hey, oh, there you go.
So cool. Ba't ako nasa harap? Wait!
Hindi ko makausap sa mga bata eh. Andun sila sa tapat.
Oh, pala na. Okay, sige.
And it's growing dark.
This isn't the place for these kids to be out. So why not let's go check out the house. See if
Who's
there are
doing
any monsters. Gideon.
I asked the kids, can you knock on your neighbors' doors and ask them if you could stay with them for a while? Okay. Seems like we will go to your house to see if the monster is still there, but it would be better if you go in a neighbor's house.
Sabi ng, they say, our parents told us not to go to the neighbors. It's not safe, they say. How about we just wait here at the porch while you see about the monster?
You see, little girl, aren't there also monsters outside? Wouldn't you be safer inside the house?
But you'll take care of the monsters quickly, right? Right before it gets dark. We'll just wait here so that when you're all done, we just can come inside right away instead of being out in the street.
Looks at the others of frozen hands.
Wait to go scaring them.
And
Well, that
Kids, how would you like Uncle Gerard to hold both your hands and as we take a look and see
And-
if there's really monsters inside your house?
remember, Gerard, they're underage.
The boy kind of, please help us. There's a baby
Sure.
baby Walter is upstairs and he's alone inside.
Baby
Baby
Walter.
Walter?
Why are we hearing this just right now? There's a baby one.
Who's this baby Walter?
Our
Alright.
baby brother. We shouldn't
Ah,
have left him. I told you we should have gotten him before we went out.
right.
On
This
hindsight, we should have.
Right.
changes everything.
Okay, Gideon, you go first.
I turned to the kid one last time. Parang, so where is your baby where is your baby brother
In
located?
the third floor nursery.
Third floor
Third
nursery.
floor.
Third floor. What door? What door is the nursery? Gathering much
Just
information as
just
I
go
can.
go upstairs. You just go to the third floor and then the one of the doors facing the, the door to the left when you come up the third floor, that's the door to the nursery.
Door to the left.
And yeah, you should see from there.
Door to the left. Fine. Okay. Let's go.
I'll try to open the door.
Okay. That door is okay. By the way,
In the way.
Roll the
Well,
dexterity save.
the let's just do this. Okay. The house looks like this from the front.
ooh.
So that's the gate.
Sabi
Very
ko.
nice.
3 stories siya.
Okay.
Is the door locked, Langdon?
Is it?
Nope, the door's not locked. In fact, okay, let's just organize my notes over here. That's that area. Yeah, the gate is unlocked. You enter the gate into the porch, and then there's a set of oak doors
There you go.
that lead into a grand foyer. Your it's the temperature is plummeting actually outside as the mists seem to ever get closer and closer to the entrance of the house. So, ignoring a shiver, you escape the clinging mists and cross the stone portico into the house. A chill hangs in the air. Oaken doors stand before you, silent and brooding. You open them to find yourself in an immaculate foyer, decorated with portraits and heraldries. A family of stony-faced aristocrats watch you with disinterest
Yeah.
in the paintings. The plaque on the frame reads the Dursts, Dursts,
DURFTS.
SSTS,
Dursts.
the Dursts. In dull
Si Gerard
gold.
the painting.
Right, Durst.
Nandun ba yung mga kids? Yung kausap namin kanina.
There are no paintings of kids, but make a perception check. Yeah, with a 10, you notice it's not difficult to see the family resemblance. On the southern wall, ang south kasi ay nasa right. So on the wall to the right, You find a shield emblazoned with a coat of arms. It's a golden windmill on a red field. Mahogany framed doors lead deeper into the manor, and they are closed.
So yung crest is on a shield, golden windmill on a red field.
Yep. Mhm.
Gideon says to the group, should we knock just in case? Anybody's
So yeah, let's do it.
I say, we might be letting monsters knowing that we're on their doorstep. You know.
I knocked 3 times. Durst,
Too late.
Durst.
There's no answer.
Okay.
So you open the door. It's not locked. And you see it's almost breathtaking. In the gloom beyond the foyer, the main hall glitters. Its wood-paneled walls are ornately carved with idyllic scenes of frolicking nymphs and satyrs.
Well.
At one end of the hall, a sweeping red marble staircase climbs to unknown heights. At the other is a black marble fireplace, cold and unlit. Mounted above the mantel shelf is a longsword, a windmill cameo worked into its hilt. And as you step into this hall, you hear something. You hear music. Seems to be coming from upstairs.
Oh!
Well,
This
now.
is Count Dracula's place.
Oh my gosh.
I'll take the long sword and say, just in case we really get to see a monster, at least I'll have something to smack it with.
Okay. It's a longsword. With a windmill cameo worked into the hilt. As you take it, yeah, you hear the music continues to play from coming from upstairs. It's a harpsichord. It's kind of okay. It starts and stops. Sections are often repeated, and it's like whomever is playing the instrument is clearly a novice.
Obvious.
Si Gideon looks up the stairs. Lord Durst, we're just here to check if there's any monsters in the house. We need to
Because your crazy kid said so.
We're coming up.
Oh
Don't
my
stab us with
God.
any pointy objects or
So what are you doing here?
my way upstairs. Gideon does.
Okay.
Okay. By the way, there are 3 doors from this area. Yung nakita yung mga
Ito?
whites.
Sorry.
So actually, there's
Ah.
4 rather.
4
1, 2, 3,
doors.
4.
Okay.
Let's check muna yung mga doors.
Yeah, I
See
guess.
if anyone's down here.
All right, which door? And who is opening it?
Gerard opens door number 1.
All right. Okay.
Tapang ni Lucian, no?
Nga eh. Hindi, nakatapat lang ako dyan. Di ba? I'm not solving anything. I'm just position ko yung swing ko.
Okay, so you open this door here. Um, you see a crystal chandelier glitters from above the dining room, watching over 8 empty chairs. By the way, when you enter the house, it's like, alam mo yung, it's clearly well lived in, this house. Parang it's not like abandoned or what. It's well kept. Parang you almost feel like you're intruding on someone's property. Like you almost expect someone to walk in on you snooping around.
Pero yung kids kanina mukhang dito sila nakatira. I mean, yung clothes nila.
Yung clothing nila.
Yeah.
Appropriate for the house.
Yeah. The chairs in the dining room are high backed and cushioned with velvet. Velvet that matches the silken drapes covering the windows.
Wow.
Like the main hall, the walls are ornately carved with elegant images of deer flitting among ancient trees. The table is set, all silverware polished to a dazzling shine. A painting of an alpine vale is mounted above the unlit fireplace. To the left, a tapestry depicting nobles hunting wolves from horseback hangs from the wall. This, you see, is privilege at its finest. The Durst family lives well and lives large.
Rich people.
Rich people.
People.
But you don't really see very clearly kasi si Alona is staying in the hall,
Yeah.
listening to the music.
Yeah.
Find anything interesting there?
Nope. Yes.
Are you trying to look for stuff? Or are you just walking
That
around?
catches our eye dun sa ano. Like
Saan?
any signs of monsters in sa dining area kanina. Inside
Dun sa dining area, make a perception check.
Oh, dining area. Wait. I go inside. Sige. As nagpa-perception check.
Oh, sure.
I'm going
The
inside.
humans are
Dun
inside
sa,
the dining
dun sa,
hall with no light.
dining table. Are there any candles?
Sa dining table,
Oo.
yeah.
I take a candle. cast for this. Cast prestidigitation on it. Para may light
Hey,
din.
old man, are you sure you can see?
All right. 10 feet. Okay, I'll say that's 10 feet, 5 feet. Okay. Yeah, may light ka na rin.
Yay! Okay.
All right, with an 11, yeah, you don't. Everything seems to be like
I walk around.
nothing out of the ordinary here.
Oh.
Just a lavish dining area.
No
Ikaw
signs
ba-
of monsters there, guys.
Yeah. Ikaw, Lucien, are you looking?
Yeah, since
make
I
a-
have light now,
Investigation check.
I'm looking around. Oh, investigation. Resolved. I think that was it. Was, investigation is for... Dali. Or...
You can click yung sa character sheet mo, yung skill na investigation, you can just click that.
Oh,
And it
damn it.
will automatically roll for you.
Okay.
So, sayang yung 18. 8. So yeah, you have the same conclusion. Nothing seems to be amiss here.
Okay.
There are still
Who's
3
holding a
doors.
torch? Open natin. Let's light up the fireplace since it's cold here anyway.
Merong candle walang
Ako, may candle ako. So, okay, lalabas ako. This is a door, di ba?
the light in the main hall is coming from the shield ni Alona.
Okay.
Parang
Yeah, so buksan na natin yung fireplace para medyo may ilaw na rin.
Okay.
okay.
I
So
go
who
near
is
the
doing that?
I go near the fireplace, cast prestidigitation on it. Poof!
All right, you light up the fireplace. There is
Oo nga pala, no? May magic nga pala tayo.
Yes.
He has a wizard.
You can has wizard.
You can have this. Okay, let's go up. Let's do some monster hunting.
Don't want to check the other two more?
Meron pa bang other rooms? Akala ko
This
na-check
door.
din eh.
Well,
Let's check it out.
wait, balik. May nakita akong door sa loob ng dining room eh.
Sama ako dun.
Pero I guess this just
Alright,
opens outside, right?
alright.
So, well lit na yung dining room.
Oh, okay.
So,
It
what
opens door number 2.
This just opens right
Ayang
back to
small
the hall,
door na yan.
right?
Yung small door na yan?
Oo, itong dito, saan ako nakatapat. Just opens back to the...
Yep,
Hall?
back to the main hall.
Okay.
Kung nasan sa Gideon, open that
That's a different
one.
door.
Okay. You open this door, and it seems to be a closet stocked with several black cloaks.
Black cloak.
Someone's left a top hat on the high shelf. Kind of fancy.
Anyone want that top hat?
I'll get it. I'm the fashion guy.
Okay.
Okay, put on your character sheet. A
Don't
fancy,
put it back.
Fancy hat.
fancy top. Okay,
We're
the
not here to take items, man.
I get a black
Right
robe
now?
just in case.
okay.
Lucian is very suspicious.
So put on your character sheet. Black robe.
Yung pintuan pati sa harap ni Langdon, may isa pa, di ba?
Here yung kay Langdon. Okay. So that's going to be okay. This one. That one seems to be a kitchen. The kitchen, gloomy as it might be, is tidy. The shelves are neatly stocked with dishware. The work table has been wiped clean, a cutting board left behind as the only oversight. The iron pipes of the oven snake out like a willow tree caught in a windstorm, twisting up and into the ceiling. The door to the pantry hangs ajar, yung nasa may taas na may door. And a dumb waiter sits in the corner,
Dumb
its
waiter.
gate yawning open. Dumb waiter is yung parang maliit na elevator. You know, sa mga rich people houses.
check. I'll open the dumbwaiter and look up. What do I see?
Over here,
Is it just darkness?
nandito
I'll look
siya.
inside the
Dumb waiter.
dumbwaiter, yeah.
Alright. The dumb waiter yawns before you. Craning your neck upward, you can see that its narrow stone shaft leads upward to about 2 floors. The hinges on the hatches above gleam in your... I assume you've taken a candle.
Yeah.
You can see in your candlelight. It works, you see, via a simple rope and pulley mechanism. A nest of cables lines the shaft, connecting a brass bell in the kitchen. The entire thing is too cramped for anything but a child to fit into.
Okay. Yep, nothing interesting here. No monsters here.
So can we go up now?
Indeed, I guess.
Tara, let's go.
May isa pang door to you see a lone door sa baba, sa baba.
Ito?
To the south that you have not yet opened.
Because...
Which one?
Kung nasaan si Lucian.
That's a door.
Yep. You open the
Oh.
door?
I'll open it.
Inside you see you kind of freeze for a moment because out of the darkness you see wolves.
Ah! What?
Out of the darkness loom wolves, their snarls frozen forevermore. Stuffed lang pala sila.
Whoa! Okay.
Whoa,
So,
okay.
tentatively step inside.
A
Whoa!
stag's head is mounted above the unlit fireplace. Fine chairs draped in furs face the hearth, with a cask of wine and a pipe rack on the table between them. The goblets dry and empty, the candelabrum gleaming in your candlelight. The wax has melted over, leaving little white islands on the table. Cabinets line the walls. In one darkened corner of the room, a chandelier hangs over a cloth-covered table.
Okay.
Still no
Can
no
I
monsters here.
can I look at the? I'm curious about what's inside the cabinet. This one.
The cabinet, alright.
Yeah.
Armed with your candlelight, you squint through the glass paneled cabinet. So, may glass paneled siya.
Sure.
In one, you find an assortment of wine glasses and a small wooden box.
Small.
The other cabinet is locked. Sporting behind its glass, what you see to be 3 crossbows. One of heavy oak, one of a lighter frame, and the other shaped to fit into a single hand. 3 cases of bolts lean against the frame.
Interesting. Okay. I'll make a mental note of the crossbows. What I'll open yung cabinet na hindi
Hindi
locked.
lock. Mhm.
I will get the little box. Is it locked?
The little box. Okay. Let me check.
Sorry, Lucian is very curious. First down outside the library,
Okay, the small box is not locked. You
Okay.
open it to
Yep.
see it contains a deck of playing cards.
Oh!
Oh.
Okay.
Ah!
Hey,
No!
Butak, I've heard of these cards.
Draw a card! Draw a card!
Hey, Butak, I've heard of these cards. Lucian has no idea what these cards are.
Praning ka agad.
Playing cards!
Well,
playing
yeah,
cards.
they seem to be a type of yung typical playing cards. As in,
Type of
mukha silang
cards.
worn from use.
Okay.
They don't
Typical
look.
playing cards.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, nag-jump agad ako sa conclusion.
Yeah, it kind of seemed that way from the candlelight na parang, ano to, playing cards. Ay, normal playing cards lang pala.
Okay, I close the box.
Do you put it back? Wala si ano dito. Wala si Gideon. Not looking. What are the other guys doing, by the way? While Lucian is snooping around in this room.
Snooping around the room.
Just waiting outside, bored. Come on, guys.
You can go ahead and go upstairs.
I
habang
hear- I
ginagawa
hear
niyo.
I hear Alana go. Oh, I'm coming. So yeah, I'm putting back the box.
It's up to you if you want to go upstairs.
I'm putting back I'm putting back the box.
Walang initiative si Alone eh. Lagi
For,
na siya
ano,
kumukulong.
Together.
Say to myself for another time maybe, and I go out of the room.
Find anything interesting?
Just a pack of playing cards. That's it. Put it back.
You put it back? Really?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
Sabi ni Gerard kay Lucian, sounds suspicious. You actually say you put it back.
Well, if you want me to carry it, then I'll go back. Okay, I'll go. Like literally, I'll go back. Just in spite. I'll go back. I'll get the box and I'll put it in my bag. Okay, I got it. Let's go.
Wow.
All right. So note down in your character sheet 1 deck of playing cards. Okay, so
Which we will regret in the future.
you
Yeah.
go
Yes,
upstairs.
yes,
What is your
indeed.
marching order when you go upstairs?
10 sessions later.
10 sessions later.
What's your marching order?
Gideon.
Gideon first,
Sunod ako kay Gideon.
and then
Sunod ako kay Alona.
I'll keep eyes on the
sorry.
back. I'll take the back.
Tapos si Gerard nawawala.
Sa likod ko si I guess, si Langdon. Sa likod ako.
Tika, so si Gideon, si Alona,
Sino
And
sa second ni
then-
Alona?
Si Lucien.
Mhm.
Lucien.
Lucien,
Of course.
Then si Gerard, I guess, sabi. Free daw lang dun.
basta yan. Hindi na kayo kasya sa stairs eh. Yan.
Yung
Yan.
leader nasa dulo. Diba
So
dapat-
yan, you are now, as you step here, the harpsichord suddenly stops.
Well, that's not good.
Hello?
Oh, no.
Hello?
Lord Durst.
Lord Durst. Pala na. I say.
So where are we? All right. So the harpsichord music stops. A cold draft sweeps down the marble staircase as it delivers you into a darkened hall, lit by your light spell and your candlelight. Above the mantelpiece hangs another portrait of the Durst family, and you see the girl and the boy who
It's already there?
who no in the
Portrait.
painting
I'm
in the portrait.
They're waiting for us.
They were actually they told their names to you kanina. I just didn't mention it. They are si Rose and si Thorn. Rose is the
Thorn,
girl.
okay.
Thorn is the boy. Rose and Thorn smile down on you. Their mother, her face darkened with a hint of scorn, cradles a swaddled baby. Two mahogany doors are intricately carved with dancing youths. Suits of armor flank these doors, clutching spears, their gazes empty beneath wolf-shaped visors. A third thin door stands to the right of the stairs,
Okay.
which continue climbing upward.
Okay.
So I guess that's where the nursery is.
No, that was
Most
on the
likely.
third floor.
Or
What's the name of the
through the
baby?
door.
Baby
Okay.
Ben? Baby.
Wow, I forgot the name of the baby.
Maybe Wall something? Walter?
Walter.
Baby Walter. Baby Walter.
Walter, yung pangalan ng baby.
Yep.
Walter. Hello, Walter.
So what do you do?
So you Walter the rose with the thorn.
Lord Durst. Lady Durst.
Okay, let's check out. I want to check out yung door, which most probably where the music came from.
That would be to your left.
Alright,
Yung sa baba.
this one. Okay, I'll
Double
check
door
this
to the
door.
left.
I'll slowly open it.
You're checking make a perception check.
Make perception.
So you're inspecting the door.
I want to inspect the painting
Yeah, okay.
as they're opening the door. I want to inspect the painting. If there's, aside from yung silang tatlo lang, ay apat pala, sorry, yung mga anak and yung mother.
Wala yung father.
Andun yung father? Yeah. Okay. 8 perception. So yeah, you look at the door, you can see merong ito yung kind of rich people house na yung parang baseboard and yung border ng doors is intricately carved with
Can I try to open it? Peek
dancing
inside.
dancing
Murals.
So you open this door. This is area. Okay. Okay, you open and you instantly see a harpsichord looms out from the dark, facing a nearby standing harp. But no one's at the harpsichord. The brass-plated chandelier casts a dull sheen in your candlelight, as if to half-heartedly warn you away. The fireplace lies cold, decorated by alabaster figurines of dancers neatly placed on the mantelpiece. Velvet upholstered chairs line the walls for those that would be serenaded with what would no doubt be beautiful music. But it's lonely here. A chill hangs in the air.
And nobody's inside.
Nobody's still stepping in.
Can I, from
Nobody's
outside,
inside.
can I do a perception check
To
to see if other
yeah,
than,
sure.
I have dark vision, so
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
perception.
I'll tell them, guys, it's weird. There's nobody's playing.
Oh, 22.
22.
Nice, 22.
You kind of peek it, shining your shield into the room. You kind of, out of the corner of your eye, you kind of see there's something odd about the mantelpiece.
I mentioned that to the group.
The fireplace.
Mm.
And nasan
Okay.
yung fireplace? Nasa east? North?
Nasa
Okay,
east.
step in.
East. It's over here.
Be careful
Oh.
with the fireplace.
There's something weird at the fireplace.
Yes.
There's something strange about it. Does anyone move closer to inspect?
Light is blind person here.
Ayun.
I go in.
Yan.
Okay.
Okay, now that you're paying attention to it, you see the mantelpiece. You see that some of the initially it looks like it's the fireplace is decorated by alabaster figurines of dancers. But upon closer inspection, you see that some of the figurines are actually skeletons carved from alabaster. Parang carefully hidden, parang camouflaged into the artwork.
The skeletons. Oh.
There are real bones.
No, not really. It's carved from alabaster.
Oh. I'll press some keys on the harpsichord.
Yeah,
I'll
it
try.
seems
Ting,
it seems
I'll light the fireplace. Resty.
Alright.
Resty. Shoo.
The harpsichord seems well maintained. And the fireplace is lit.
Hey.
Okay.
What do you do next? That's area.
Does anyone want to touch the skeletons?
Ah! Ah!
um.
As you're inspecting that, you hear something coming from upstairs. It's a muffled sound drifting to the door.
To the door.
Yeah, coming from upstairs.
Someone's crying.
Might be the baby. Uh-oh.
Someone's definitely crying.
You should definitely check that out. It's not the least bit suspicious.
What are you doing?
I want to go home.
Let's check out that room. I'll check out this door over here. I'll open this. Door ba to? Door to, no?
I went to mukhang window.
Yeah.
Windows.
Windows.
You can see nothing but mist outside.
Alright. Let's move out
Yeah, let's move out of the...
the creepy...
As you step out into the hall, you hear another sound.
What's that?
There are two babies?
No.
Someone singing?
May singing.
Katanga-tanga na.
Ooh,
Oh,
secret.
so the mother is there.
Are you serious?
Okay ba? Okay ba?
Ganda.
You're gonna give me nightmares.
Yeah, let's check it out, guys.
Okay.
Check ba tayo? Check natin yung kabilang door.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll open it. Excuse me, Mrs. Durst.
Okay, you're opening this door.
Yeah, I'm opening that door. Keeping my head inside with my candle. Mrs.
Okay.
Durst.
You as you open this door, something immediately catches your eye, Lucian,
Okay.
as this is a library.
Hello!
Oh,
I
no.
immediately step in.
Oh no.
Oh, great.
I immediately
Here-
light the... Is this a fireplace?
Here is a place of great study.
Clang.
A wealth of knowledge sits on the floor-to-ceiling bookshelves.
Oh no.
Let's just leave him in
Weighty
there.
tomes of untold worth, novels, treatises, encyclopedias, poetry, histories. So vast is this library that a rolling ladder is necessary to reach the high shelves.
What?
So
An
Lucian is
exquisite
like,
desk faces the hearth. Upon the mantelpiece thereof hangs a framed portrait of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. Two reading chairs flank the fireplace, stuffed and lovely and inviting.
so tempted. Lucian, Lucian lights the fireplace, but... And
It's,
just,
and
for
starts
now.
reading.
We will go back for you later.
Wait, do not... Suddenly remembered that we're in a spooky house.
Are
But
you gonna take a while in there?
no, Lucian is just going to light the fireplace, Presty. And he's just going to, takes note of the picture hanging over the mantle and just
Mhm.
going to rummage. Look at the desk and look at the contents of the desk. Curious!
As
Because you can hear the
doing
baby
that,
there.
can
But
we like? Are there
We
any
have to go
other
now.
doors to open? This is gonna take a while.
yeah.
Okay, the desk has several
man.
items resting atop it. There's an oil lamp, a jar of ink, a quill pen, a tinder box, and a letter kit containing a red wax candle, 4 blank sheets of parchment, and a wooden seal bearing the Durst family's insignia, which is, of course, a windmill.
I get all of it.
The desk drawer, though, you open the desk drawer, and as you open it, you hear a metal sliding sound.
Oh,
As
crap!
it's empty except for an iron key.
I get the key.
Okay.
Okay. I get all the other stuff and the key and parang as I walk out of the room, I look back longingly at the books. It's almost saying, "I'll be back for you."
Yeah,
And
your
then I sadly go out.
your eyes catch a couple of
Sadly go.
titles, namely Destruction of the Dusk Elves, Political Theory in Dismal Days.
Oh.
Yeah.
So gloomy the title.
Yun nga, parang yes, as in literally, he'll say, "I'll be back for you."
Morbid
I step outside. Let's take care of that baby. So I can go back here.
Back so soon.
Okay.
Well, the baby's cryings are a bit irritating. You must, I guess.
So what are you doing?
A bit irritating.
You don't say.
I know.
Let's just go up and get this
Okay.
done with.
Yep.
So you move past the last door na you haven't opened upstairs.
Yeah.
May isa pang door.
Pero ito yung door pataas, di ba?
Hindi, yung door na yan, isa pang room yan.
Oh!
So if you will go,
one.
you can go past it to go upstairs if you want.
Sige.
Okay, check it out muna.
Open it. Buksan natin lahat ng doors nila eh.
Basta I know where the library is.
Ziplock.
It's room. It's unlocked.
I open it. Gideon opens it.
Wait lang. Ayan, okay. This room is dusty and undecorated. Two lumpy, straw-filled mattresses sit on worn-out bed frames, from under which footlockers loom. Servants' uniforms hang in an open closet. The dumb waiter yawns like a tired youth with no knowledge left in his head. So ito yung second floor na kung nasaan yung dumb waiter.
Search the area around. Anything interesting?
2019.
Okay, this area. Sige, make an investigation check. Or yeah. Yeah, you don't find anything except from what I've mentioned. May mga clothes na pang servants. Merong may dumb waiters, merong footlockers. But seem to be empty.
Okay. Let's go up, guys.
Ibuprofen. Advil.
Ano?
Pwede ba ang Advil sa sakit sa ulo?
I think so. Yeah.
Paracetamol na lang.
Pwede nga. Ito June 2019. So, technically, June pa naman.
Okay. So you guys go upstairs. Marching order.
Yep.
Team order.
Gideon, Alona, katulad ng kanina.
Yes.
Gideon, Alona, Lucien, Gerard, Blackman.
Last year.
Okay, third floor.
I guess.
Okay, let's stand by.
Pwede ba yan?
Si Gideon. Si Alona. And then si Lucien. Then si Gerard. And then silang done. Okay. Here you are. So here. Yep. The red marble staircase delivers you to its full height, the third floor. The air is choked with dust. The walls, carved with autumn woodland scenes, are mounted by unlit oil lamps. You continue to hear the infant's cries, cutting the silence into tattered chunks, while a cobweb suit of armor stands in eternal vigilance, facing the balcony railing. Facing you.
I'll try to light up the oil lamps with the
Okay.
candle that I'm holding.
Okay, stop. And as you were here. As you were lighting the oil lamps, you feel, Landon, you feel something grab you by the hair.
Oh shit!
You look around, you look behind you to expecting to see
Alona, stop! Stop it!
Alona or Gideon, but it's not. They're looking on in surprise as the suit of armor moves to strike you. Everyone, roll initiative.
Yay! Tan, tan, tan.
Talaga.
What
Wait.
the hey?
Wait, roll your in your character sheet. Yung initiative na word, click.
Okay lang, 0 eh. Same. Okay, I have to that. Oh, sige.
You have to do that para ma-add ka dun sa turn.
I see, okay. What the?
No!
Bakit ako una? Ay, can I contest? Lol.
Guys, paluin nyo! Paluin nyo!
Oh, natural 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sino pa? Si Alona, si Lucian, Gerard. Si Gideon. Okay. Okay, so Gerard goes first. What does Gerard do?
Just heal your sorry asses later.
Gerard takes the dodge action.
Dude! Dude, hawak niya ako, dude!
Tapos, bibigyan ko ng bardic inspiration na lang si Lagdon. Sabi ko, Lagdon, don't worry man, everything's going to be okay.
What the fuck, man?
D6 yun, ano? D6.
D6.
Lang doon, you have 1d6 bardic inspiration.
Na-inspire ka to.
So, and then do you move or do you stay
Sige.
do you stay at the stairs?
I'll move.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
Okay. So that ends your turn. Lucian, ikaw na.
So yung hand ng armor nakakapit kay
He's not actually grappled. Siguro it grabs him by the hair, pero Langdon bats it off. But it's currently looking menacing, yung armor.
Oh, Firebolt. Roll.
Yay!
Firebolt! Okay, click dun sa character sheet mo.
Doon.
I
Okay.
have to read
Yung sa
a
cantrip.
little bit of the rules.
I just that. Okay.
Firebolt!
16.
16.
Combat is
You-
pitch. One
What
hit.
does it look like when Lucian cast Firebolt? Parang, does it from his finger? Or parang binabato ba niya na tennis ball? Or...
From his
Mouth.
from his hand.
From his palm, ganun. Alright, he shoots out this bolt of fire, momentarily lighting up the room in orange light, but it kind of it hits the armor, pero it doesn't make impact. It skids off and embeds itself in the wall, leaving a char mark.
Well, that didn't work.
So that's your action.
Yep.
Are you going to stay there?
I'm going to stay there.
All right, it's now Landon's turn.
As a move action, I'll draw my 2 short swords and slice at the armor. Double weapon fighting.
Okay, part of your anong... Okay, sure. So, action, bonus action. Alright, 20 hits.
And then the
So that's
other
4
one.
piercing damage.
And then the other one is this one.
You cut into this construct's form with the first attack, scraping at its joints. The second attack, though, it just dodges out of the way. Alright.
Parang
Are you going...
may isang minus yata. Anong
Ano
tawag?
na?
Yung isa weapon damage lang, tama ba? Teka.
Hindi. Fourth edition yun. As a bonus, I think as a bonus
You
action.
don't add your ability modifier to the damage of the bonus attack.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Miss naman yung
second
second attack. Miss yung second attack.
attack. Weapon damage.
Alam ko, fit yun eh. Parang dati ginagawa ko rin kay ano yun. Eldrin.
Ano tong two-weapon fighting? Ano siya? Fighting style?
Hindi, you can do it anytime as long as light weapons yung
Yeah,
hawak
okay.
mo.
Yeah, anyway, so yeah, that second attack, it just dodges out of the way.
Alright.
It seems that it knows how to fight. So that ends your turn. Are you going to stay there?
Yep.
Okay, now it's the animated armor's turn.
Ah,
It has a turn.
That's what it is.
Oh, so it's going to return the favor sa'yo, Landon.
ah,
It makes its first attack.
Nagkakaluan na kami.
That's a natural one.
Yay!
Oh, yay!
So yeah, it kind of swings at you wildly, and you kind of duck. It hits the wall. It takes a moment to extract the blade, and it attacks you again. Oh, you're very lucky tonight. That's a 7. Anong AC mo? Anyway, that both miss.
Nice.
You watch as Langdon handily dodges both attacks. And then yeah, that's all it's going to do. It's going to stand there. Alona, it's your turn. What does Alona do?
Ako na?
Yep.
I will...
Exorcise that thing.
Isa lang yung animated armor.
Yep. Just the one.
I'll cast Bless on Gideon, myself, and Landon.
And Landon. So you get you hear Alona murmur to her goddess. Goddess nga ba?
Yes, goddess.
Goddess. And you feel a surge of divine energy wrap engulf you. You feel blessed. Okay. Are you going to stay there?
Yep.
So Gideon, it's your turn.
Ano nagagawa ng Bardic Inspiration? Pwede sa attack yun.
Yep, for this attack.
Pwede.
Sige.
Saving throws.
Ay, hindi ba? Oh. Oh, crap.
I'll attack yung armor with my longsword.
Okay.
So, longsword.
That hits. Roll damage. Wala siyang damage. 7 slashing damage. Alright. And that ends your turn?
Yep.
Level 1! Level 1!
Level 1 fighting.
Alright, that ends Gideon's turn. Gerard was dodging.
Si Gerard, okay. Seeing everybody's attacking yung armor. Okay, fine. I'll take out my rapier and try to hit it.
Go ahead. That hits. Roll damage. 7 piercing damage. You strike it like between the shoulder blades, and you see actually as you withdraw your sword, several parts of it come off, clanging on the floor, but it's still standing. That ends your turn. It's Lucian. And then Langdon.
I move 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Seeing that my magic, yung firebolt did not do anything. I will use my quarterstaff.
Okay. Swing it. 2 hands.
Yes.
Alright.
Ah,
That misses.
Christ.
It dodges your ill-practiced blow.
Oh well.
So, it's Landon's turn.
Ako na?
Yep,
Can I move
Alright.
back? Can I move again back? Ay, hindi.
sure.
Baka mag-attack ako.
Yeah.
I'll keep on slashing on it with my short swords.
Mag-attack ako.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Can I
Go.
use Bardic Inspiration
Sa 9?
after the roll? Yeah? Sa
Yeah,
9.
sure.
Naka-blessed ka.
Sige.
Saka roll ka rin ng 1d4.
1d4 and 1d6.
You're blessed.
How do I do that? How do I roll for 1d4, 1d6?
Punta ka dun sa yung sa upper right, yung button to the left ng settings.
Okay.
Under macros, i-click mo yung checkbox ng in bar dun sa mga macro. Yung mga dice. Para lumabas siya dun sa lower part ng screen mo. And then you can click them from there.
Hindi sa character sheet dun sa ano?
Sa Roll20.
Okay.
Sa settings. Yung settings to the left nun, may macros.
To the
May
left.
button na may parang collection. At the top of that page, may list ng macros. Click mo yung in bar na checkbox for each one. Do you see it?
Use advanced keyboard structures. Enable use window.
Nasa settings ka eh. Not the settings. Sa itong button sa left ng settings.
Button sa... okay, here. Alright, tapos. In bar. Okay.
In bar, and then
Okay.
ilang yung show macro quick bar sa pinakababa. Sa bottom ng list.
Okay.
Now, pwede mo nang maklik anytime sa bottom ng screen ng Roll20 yung mga...
Alright. 1d6 plus 1d4.
So, click mo lang.
There you go.
So, 6 still misses. That brings it to 15.
15 misses?
6.
It's living armor. So, you actually hit it, but it doesn't seem to harm it. Parang it just deflects the blow with its gauntlet or something. So that ends your turn. It's now its turn. It seems single-mindedly focused on Langdon. So it's going to attack.
Nagpapaluan lang agad.
Gato mo daw kasi.
Die armor.
7 misses.
What?
Anong AC mo?
14 AC.
14, that just hits a natural 20.
Level 1.
Level 1. Ganyan din naman yung AC ni Giddy dati. Mababa pa nga.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I go to sleep. Sakto 8 yung buhay ko.
Hindi. Hindi siya crit eh. 3 damage lang.
3 damage na. Akala ko. Alright.
That was for, kung nag-crit siya, yan, 8 damage. Pero dahil 3 damage lang.
3 damage.
Okay. So it slams you with a male fist.
Slap
Constant-
down.
And you kind of taste blood in your lip. Now it's Alona's turn.
I raise my mace at it and swipe it at its head.
It's mace.
My mace.
Nice.
Oh, natural 20.
Nice.
Click mo yung
Wow.
roll for damage. You mace na word from the chat.
Oh.
I think. Yeah.
Cool.
10 damage.
What?
It's still alive. But you tear through its chest. Parang ripping off it large chunks of its breastplate, of its plate armor. It can barely stand up, but it's standing up. Now it's Gideon's turn.
Same attack with my longsword.
Miss.
Plus
May
1d4.
Before.
Mag-miss ba?
Baka kailangan maka-4. Well.
Hang one.
Now it's Jared's turn. It's looking to wind up for another round against Langdon.
Sabi ni Gerald, I got you, bud!
Ooh, 16.
Miss.
What?
Expected.
Taas na
Sorry.
Sino to? I don't cut
Lucia.
you, bud.
As it kind of blocks your blow from behind. Lucian, ikaw na.
Kill it faster!
First hit na palit. Ah, damn it. Ano ba yan?
Brandon, it's up to you. Your friends are
Missing all over the place.
Don't waste my blast.
Double, keep on slashing it with my short sword.
Four.
Did I press it twice na?
Yeah, 24 definitely hits. 4 damage. Yeah, it had 4 hit points. So exactly what you needed.
Yay! It goes down.
Okay, and then the armor is up.
I'll kick the armor while it's down.
As you hit it with your
Piece
short
of
sword,
iron.
it clatters to the floor, unmoving.
I'll keep on kicking it. Stupid piece of shit.
Wow, so mature.
Language.
Okay. Out of combat. What do you do now?
What did the brother say? The nursery is the door to the left. So
Yeah.
is the crying coming from the door on the left?
Yeah, yung door kung nasan si Landon, basically.
Okay.
So you open the door. That is yeah, both the crying and the singing are coming from there.
Let's do this.
All right then.
I'll watch your back, guys.
You're supposed to be our leader, right?
Okay.
Si Gideon na magbubukas ng door. At straight faces.
Sino gumawa ng door? Si Gideon?
Gideon.
Alright. Okay. You definitely hear the wailing of the newborn echoing throughout. From this door. A young woman's voice tries to quiet the child, singing a lullaby. Gently, you tease open the door. Oh, wait.
Lady Durst.
Ang dami pang door. Ang dami pang doors. Many doors, man.
This house has too many doors.
I know.
Wait lang, nawala
Hindi.
nawala si Observer.
Hello,
Okay,
observer.
There's no one here.
Yeah, there's no one
Heyo?
inside. Instead, the cries and the singing come from a thin door to your right.
Where yung nasan si Landon?
No, kung nasan si Alona and si Lucian.
Ah, okay. Hello. Whoop! Step out!
Not anymore.
Step out!
As in the first door to the right, as you open
Right out. Okay.
as you enter the room,
Not
Okay.
anymore.
the singing stops and you hear the woman's voice saying from beyond the door, "Hush, little baby. Don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a Blinksy toy. And if that toy don't work, Walter, stop crying. Please, stop crying. Morning Lord's light. Please stop crying."
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay, this place officially creeps me out now.
Just now.
Cobwebs are everywhere in this room, kung nasaan kayo. Along the windows, between the posts of the bed. As in, very unlike the first two floors. They're parang well kept. This one looks like
Stop running away.
I'm not.
This one looks like an abandoned house. At itong section na to, at least. Even the mirror set into the wall is draped in eerie spider parang tawag dun? Cobwebs. Stained glass doors lead to the balcony you saw from outside. Merong balcony. Ito yun, this one is a balcony.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and open that up. That's a balcony.
Okay.
But beyond it, you can just see a wall of fog, of mist, and gloomy, dust-choked air haunts this place like a distant memory. Walter's wails come from a door, behind a door, to the immediate right as you enter the room.
Gonna open
Okay,
it.
so somebody open that door and check it out.
Aren't you supposed to be doing that?
Milady, are you okay in there?
There's no response.
Okay.
Lady Durst?
Where are
Lady
you going?
Durst?
Where are you going? That's the balcony.
Gusto mo na, Rob?
Is it, dito ba na yan, ano?
Dito.
It's a fireplace.
Kung nasaan si Gerard? Yung door.
Okay. Sige. Is it ano? Is it open?
This one. let me just see.
Doorknob ba yan?
Or wait, kung gusto nyo, I will,
The magic hand.
my magic hand will open the door.
I'll stay back
Sige. Tama, diba?
and
Ang range ng mage.
I'll stow my swords and ready my darts. Throw at him.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, kasi, I'm
Um,
standing here, Jan. Pero, and I'll cast mage hand so that I can open the door.
okay. You'll cast Mage Hand and open the door.
Oo.
Yeah.
So, yung hand ko yung mag-turn ng and open it.
Yung skeleton hand niya.
Yung raven, skeleton pa rin ba?
Yeah. It's a skeletal hand. Floating
know.
skeletal hand.
I'm
It
not-
it obeys your command pero it's skeletal.
Okay, sige. Skeleton hand. Okay. Di ako sanay, pero sige. I'll grip the doorknob and I'll open it.
Yeah,
So-
it kind of freaks you out kasi parang the skeletal hand, but it follows your mental prompts. And then you open the door. And inside, the skeletal hand pushes the door and it kind of slowly opens inwards. And you see a dreary nursery decorated with strange toys. As in, merong mobile na merong black and white bats hanging from it.
Okay.
There's a rocking chair in the shape of a wolf. And a black shroud. A black shroud embroidered in windmills covers the crib. The cries get louder as the sound escapes from the open door.
I step forward. Just that.
No,
Yun
no
lang.
woman can be found here.
Okay. I just step forward and I'm so crib, tapos yung weird na mobiles na bats, tapos may shroud na windmill, yung black shrouds over the
Yeah,
crib.
yung nakita mo rectangle na yan, yung crib, and it's covered in a black shroud. And the crying seems to be coming from it.
God, I regret this. Mage hand! I command.
Got this, Lucian!
But I don't move inside the room. Pero I command my mage hand to pick up the shroud.
You watch as the skeletal hand drifts in the air, approaching the shroud. And as it almost It's almost touching the shroud. You hear a female voice coming from behind you.
Okay.
Uh, um, you look behind you and you see a pretty kind of
Pretty
fairly
dead.
attractive young woman.
Hmm?
So imagine si Deborah Ann Wall, do you know her?
Oh, okay.
From True Blood.
Yes.
Yeah, this redhead, kind of looking tired with circles under her eyes. Dressed in like a servant's clothes. As she seemed to be kind of waking up from the bed, but you swore the bed was empty before. But now you see she's kind of getting up. Parang, what are you doing? Just leave the baby alone. Who are you?
Sabi ko, Gerard, do, single mom, oh.
Sabi ni Gerard, I got this, guys!
You
Famous last words.
Jesus.
and you instantly know that she's not the woman in the painting.
Oh, yung sa... okay. Yung sa baba, yung second floor. Oh,
She's not
Ano, yung yaya. Siya yung yaya.
probably. Servant's clothes, no?
That's a reasonable assumption.
Okay.
What are you doing here?
I'll talk to the servant maiden, and I'll tell her. Yeah, the kids who own this house are outside and they're scared because they're saying
Is
there's a
that the sword
monster.
from the main hall?
Huh? What?
She sees the
What?
long sword.
Yeah,
and-
I took it from there because
What? You've come to rob us then.
Can
if I
insight
robbed.
check?
Si Gideon looks shocked at Langdon. You took a sword from their main hall?
Sige, make an insight check.
Inside check. Oh my gosh.
Sabi ko kay Gerard.
Sino?
A little encouragement.
Langdon or
A little encouragement here now.
Teen.
Wala na yung bless, no?
Wala na. 15. 15 and what are you trying to ascertain exactly?
Is she really surprised? Or does she really belong there? This kind of thing.
With that role, what you sense from her is for seemingly nursemaid, she seems kind of overprotective of this child. Parang it's like she would give her life for this kid.
Employee of the month.
Lang parang uncracked risk, parang it's kind of weird na parang it's just your job. Why are you so invested in this? And as you're looking at her, she kind of clenches her fists and stands up from the bed and looks at each of you in turn.
Mm-mm.
Leave the baby alone.
I cast Sacred Flame.
Holy crap.
Pinurn mo yung... Tinulog mo yung maid. Tinulog mo yung maid.
I try. Wait! I stop. When I see Alona trying to do something, wait. So I talk.
Okay, so let's do this. Each of you roll initiative.
Okay, sige.
Tinati ko sino mauuna.
Guys, gawa na kayo ng backup characters naman kayo, di ba?
Hindi ko pala,
No, just fine. Everyone roll, pero for this lang. Only Alona and Lucian will matter. Okay.
Okay, nauna siya.
na ako.
Lucian wins it. Pero ba't wala siya sa character? Anyway. I see the 18. So yeah, you see Alona kind of a sacred flame are anong components niya? Verbal somatic.
Yes.
Verbal somatic. Oh yeah, so
Gumagano na.
you see her kind of tracing runes in the air and starting to chant a phrase.
Nag-exercise na siya.
So, as a
So what do you do?
As a wizard, parang I understand that she's casting something, but I
Oh
don't.
yeah, oh.
So,
Okay.
I know, parang, hindi naman parang I grab her hands, but gently lang. So, wait. Let me talk to her. So, yeah. So parang yung grab, parang just to stop yung hands niya from moving. And I turn to Deborah. I just call her Deborah.
Deborah.
So,
as you do this, and this
oh no!
the nursemaid sees what Alona's doing, parang you can, as you look at her, you see something's like you don't even have to roll to see that something's changing with her. It's like beneath her skin,
Ang ingay ng
parang
baby.
the veins are parang parang spidering up to her face.
You can
Na
let go
parang
of my
as if
wrist
she's
now.
as if she's transforming into something right before you as the anger builds up in her.
Oh, okay.
Barbarian pala siya.
Shut
Nagra-rage na pala siya.
The kind.
And as you're about to as you stop Alona from actually releasing the spell, and as you're about to say something to this woman, that's where we're going to stop for next week.
Okay.
Oh my god! You should have let me
Nice game, guys.
Sorry, Alona.
Oh man, puno na si Alona doon. Interesting. Well, thank you guys for playing.
Sorry.
Nice first day.
Thank you. Wow, this is so cool.
Nightmares.
Nightmare. Have I mentioned na medyo horror theme yung camp?
I think you have.
Nightmare.
Yeah. I thought
Alright.
so. See you guys.
Yeah, see you next week, guys.
Next week. Definitely sana next week may game. Yeah.
Yes, I will.
So yeah, we'll just figure out the scheduling. If not, we can just find the following week. But it's up to you guys. I'll try my best to clear my schedule for next week.
Alright.
So thank you guys.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
good night, guys.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Good night.
Sweet dreams.
Thank you for having me.
Dare you.
Bye bye.
Thanks for the
Bye-bye.
nightmares.
Bye-bye.
Bye.